Hi everyone, my name is Darren MacLeod. My wife Mrs. MacLeod and myself collaborated on this book, The Door That Had Never Been Opened Before. And now I'm going to read it to you. So here we go. The Door That Had Never Been Opened Before by Mrs. and Mr. MacLeod. The Grunyon's house had many walls. Between those walls were many doors. The Grunyon's house had many floors. Above those floors were many doors. The Grunyon's house had many doors, but there was one door that had never been opened before. The door that had never been opened before was built by Great-Grandma Grunion 150 years ago. The door that had never been opened before was built closed shut, locked tight, and never opened for a reason that nobody knew. Every afternoon, after tea, Sheila studied the splinters and notches and nails and latches and keyhole and varnish and everything else that made the door itself. Sheila tried every key she ever found, but the door did not open. Sheila's cousin Gerald held a secret he stuck to the sole of his shoe. Gerald knew nothing more about the door. Nothing except one thing, that the door must never be opened. Gerald closed every door he ever found. Gerald closed every door and went nowhere and met no one and did nothing except the most important thing. Gerald protected the door that had never been opened before from being opened by his twin sister, Geraldine. Geraldine opened every door she ever found. Geraldine opened every door and went everywhere and met everyone and did everything. Everything except one thing. Geraldine had never opened the door that had never been opened before. Not yet. Geraldine snuck down the hall and dropped her hood and banged on the door with a stick made of wood. Geraldine shook as she stomped and wriggled around. Geraldine screamed at the door and fell to the ground. But the door would not open. It stayed shut even more. The door that had never been opened before. Geraldine would not stop. She grew stronger instead. Geraldine grabbed Great-Grandma's hammer from above Grandma's bed. Geraldine ran for the door, ready to strike. Gerald hid in the lamp, ready to fight. Before Geraldine struck, Sheila flew from the sky. Sheila tackled Geraldine. Gerald watched the hammer fly. Great-grandma's hammer flew sideways and smashed into the door that had never been opened before. Crack! The Grunions fell silent and stared at the crack in the door. And from that crack, a flower grew. And grew. And slithered and grew some more, until the vines became the entire floor and the plant the entire house. The plant grew through every door Geraldine opened. Past every door Gerald closed, until there was no place for the Grunions to go. No place except one place. The place where Gerald shared his secret, the secret he taped to the sole of his shoe. Sheila turned the key. Geraldine flung open the door. Together, the Grunions did what had never been done before. The door that had now been opened led to a place with many more doors. The Grunions discovered a world that kept growing. The land of never before.